All of my students at Humboldt State University have to demonstrate their learning about teaching through showing their teaching to their colleagues. One of my assignments has our secondary students who take online courses with me. They actually plan a lesson based on the principles that we've talked about. And once they plan this lesson, they have to go into their classroom. And their classroom could be in Mendocino, it could be in Santa Rosa, Los Angeles, it could be in Arcata. But they have to film themselves teaching, and then they critique their teaching, and then they share it with the class. They share their critique and they share their video with the class. And when we do this the first semester to make sure that before they go in the second semester, they really have had practice not only teaching but reflecting on what worked well for students.
You know, since I've been in the recreation program, I feel like I have a family here in Humboldt County, you know, and that's gonna carry on with me for the rest of my life. And I don't know what I would do if I hadn't taken a rec class my freshman year, you know, and a lot of what students gain out of this is personal growth and awareness and being able to understand what's going on in our natural environments. That way we can better know how to survive in these sort of situations comfortably and safely. And it's hard to put into words what you can gain from these experiences. It's been a great time for me. I love it.
Now that I've actually been through the whole program at Humboldt State for the kinesiology program, I see that a lot of the teachers really care about your education. They really try to be there for you whenever you need them outside office hours, going over tests or just in class asking questions. They have so many different programs, like the internship program that is required. We have to do directed field studies, which allow us to get more hands-on learning with clients, or it's with actual testing muscular fitness or just physical fitness in general. It has a lot of tools here to let you know what you really want to do and what's really interesting to you. I feel like it kind of gives you a big idea of what's out there, so you can kind of get that hands-on and see if you really want to do that or not. But I think that it really helped me see what I actually wanted to do, at least for a career.
I think Humboldt State University is not a very large university in America, but this is why it is attract me, because I think small university scale can make me communicate with more people in different backgrounds, and professors are very friendly to us. They are not very busy because they are to handle a lot of students, so they have time to listen what we want to say. Even every day when I send an email to them, they will give me feedback very, very quickly. Sometimes I can't imagine how they can answer my email at 6 a.m. like that. So I think they all work very hard. It also inspires me to work harder.
I think it's a great school in a matter of how the team in here, in the whole university, it's super professional, and yet you don't feel the boundaries that you would see in other universities and other campuses. My passion evolved a lot in here because the nature of the people and the community in here. And my goal one day, after I finish school, when I get my PhD one day, I want to open my own business, hiring people, recruiting people. And I've been passionate about this for quite some time. And being in Humboldt State University helped me evolve these skills on a professional level, especially with the difference of the cultures that I've seen around me, between international students and Americans, and some of my fellow Saudi students in here as well.
I think the experiential piece of this program is, this program has felt like job training more than it's felt like an academic. I mean, of course, it's academic, yes, but I mean, really, I've felt like I've been in job training, just being taught all these different models and ways of asking people questions, and then actually being in a room and talking to people, it really builds confidence, I think, as a professional. And those are really, really valuable things that this counseling program has lent to me through the experience of the coursework and the clinic, and how I operate under stress, and how am I as a professional in the world, not as just a student, but as somebody who's going to be out there making a difference, hopefully.
In the social work program in HSU, field work is really a core aspect of the pedagogy. It's a key component of what all students do from the bachelor's level all the way up through the master's programs. And not only field work in terms of gaining the direct experience, but also having seminars and other coursework that are really helping you examine the field work that you're doing. So it's taking it that step further, and like, how do I connect this direct service that I just engaged in with a client? What does that mean in terms of the theory that's being implied? What does it mean in terms of the history of the work that's happened? How do all these pieces come together so that I know why I'm doing what I'm doing? Not just because it works or because it's what I'm trained to do, but what's that big picture?
Historically, Humboldt State University has been very innovative and started programs for American Indian students here. They were the first in the state of California. There were no other programs like ITEP or INTERCEPT, the Indian Natural Resource Science Education Program. So Humboldt has been labeled the Indian campus out of the CSUs. The history here is long and very intertwined with Indian communities on the North Coast.
We have lots of opportunities for students to go out in the schools, and this starts as an undergraduate. And we probably have more time of any school in California, certainly in the CSU system, for students to go out as undergraduates and spend a lot of time in the classroom. So when they finally do get their undergraduate degree and begin studying for their teaching credential, they've had a lot of experience in the schools. And at that time, at least the undergraduates who go through our undergraduate program, they know if they want to be teachers or not. And that's important. And also they're at home in the classroom. So that's the most special thing, is the ability to get into the schools and not just listen to theory, and not just watch people practice, but be able to practice and tutor children yourself.
I love Humboldt State. I love teaching and the students. I learn something every semester from the students. In every class that I teach, we have a core foundation of concepts to be taught, but it's always different. And the reason why it's different is because our students come here with such a strong background, so many diverse experiences. We have students that are returning students that have been away from the school system for a while. We have students that are traveling all throughout California, all across the nation. Another part that I've noticed is that a lot of our students are involved in service learning, outreach. And so I just don't see them on campus working. I also see them out in the community doing activities. And that really excites me. It really excites me.